things I want to show you guys. Oh, poor Lucas, he's gonna catch me if I fall. Okay, so in every online class, a notebook is required. It can be a spiral notebook. It can be a 3-ring binder with loose leaf pages. It can be a composition notebook. It doesn't matter, but you need a separate one for each course that you're taking. All right, so Mr. Clements may have want you to have just loose leaf paper. Miss Nelson, the science teacher, might want a 3-ring binder because she's going to have some foldables that she's going to put in. Mrs. Jones, the math teacher, makes you turn in your notes after every unit, so she may ask for something different. But you will have a notebook for every course, okay? Why? Notebooks, this is your learning. This is your reference tool when you go back and you look at those quizzes and those tests and eventually the final, okay? This is like when you're sitting in a classroom and there's an overhead projector and your math teacher's explaining how to do something. All of that is in your notebook. It is part of every grade. You can use it on quiz tests and your final, okay? So it's valid for you. And something that we're asking this year is kind of having you guys set it up a little bit. So this one does not have it, but you're gonna have a table of contents page. Everybody familiar with the table of contents page? Okay, you're listing your lessons, the page number that it's on. Okay, this is a bad example. She doesn't have one, but I couldn't find one this morning. Okay, so table of contents page, and then you're gonna number as you're going through your numbers on the top of your little corner, then you can go back and put it into your table of contents. Why? Because when you keep failing a lesson on verbs, I'm gonna go, where are your notes on verbs? And you're gonna look at your table of contents and you're gonna go, oh, page 12, and you're gonna flip to page 12 instead of, somewhere in here is verbs, okay? So it's just an organizational tool, but it's beneficial.
I know the math teacher, Mrs. Jones, said if you don't have notes, she is not going to sit and help you at the computer until you do find her the notes. It's just too hard for her to know where you're at in that math lesson. So she said, I need to have the notes. And I think Ms. Butler is the same way. She helps you in here too, but we need notes. So very important to take notes for every lesson.
Right. And there are going to be some things in English, like capitalization, might be very familiar to you. You're like, I know how to capitalize letters. So your notes are going to be a little bit less in depth. But then when they talk about gerunds and infinitives, and you're like, that's a foreign language to me, you're going to have more detailed notes, okay? We do check your notes at the end of the semester. Mrs. Jones checks them after every math unit. So if you come in to take a math test, you don't have your notebook, you're not getting that test. So you've got to stay up on your notes, okay? Things that you're going to want to put in your notebooks. You're going to want to label your lessons. You're going to, this is, this blue, if you see it there, that was the title of her unit. And then the title of the lesson is underneath it. And then when you get to a new one, she changed colors. She went to orange, okay? It doesn't have to be that pretty for me. But you're gonna wanna do notes somehow. This is a new unit and a new lesson, all right? Things like that. You can write on both sides. Notes should be your learning tool, and so it's gonna be organized in a system that makes sense to you, but also is something that I can look at and go, oh yeah, they're getting what's going on, okay? So, by the time you start your grad point lessons, in a day or two, you're gonna wanna have notebooks. If you don't have a notebook right away, get some loose leaf paper and then we can attach it into your notebook, all right? Things for English class. It's gonna state at the beginning of every lesson, in this lesson you will learn. That's something you should put in your notes so you know what your goal is for that lesson, okay? It'll give you summaries. Write the summaries down. Guided questions, like on the screen, it'll have a question, it'll give you the answer. If it's gonna give you the answer, put that in your notes, because I guarantee you those show back up on the quizzes and sometimes on the test. So put those in your notes, all right? Vocabulary terms. Science is big on vocabulary, and even math some too. Get those vocabulary terms in your notebook. The graphs, print out the graphs, the water cycle. I'm grasping at straws here because English doesn't have a lot of graphs, but your verb tense charts, things like that. Those go in your notebooks, okay? Questions about notes. We okay on notes? Some of you think that you don't need notes and then you keep failing tests. Yes, we can reset the test, but at some point we're gonna make you go back and do the work over again. Because clearly you don't have it and you don't have notes. So save yourself the time ahead of time. Okay? That's notebooks.